Good morning. I'm Butch Post, past president of the Kansas Emergency Management Association, and I am here today to present a 2022 KEMA award. I am standing in for Kathleen Fabricius, who is the current KEMA president who could not be here today due to illness. The KEMA board reviews nominations sent in by its members for various awards each year. A representative from the board goes around to each recipient's jurisdiction to present the award in front of the local commissioners or the entity of the award winner. We feel that it's important to do this recognition in front of the local officials so they know of the outstanding job the recipients are doing. The nominations come from KEMA members and are voted on by the board, which in my opinion is one of the hardest jobs as board members that we do. Just to be nominated is an honor, and to be selected as the award winner is quite an honor. I'm here to present the Leon Mannell Outstanding Emergency Management Support Professional Award. I will give a brief description of the award and then read part of the nomination letter submitted for the recipient. The Leon Mannell Award, Outstanding Emergency Management Support Professional Award, is presented in recognition of an individual who provides critical support, behind-the-scenes services vital to the success of an emergency management organization and that are above and beyond routine responsibilities. Receiving the Leon Mannell Outstanding Emergency Management Support Professional Award for 2022 is Mark Stump. Congratulations. On behalf of the United Way, he willingly took on the task of establishing and promoting a fund to collect financial donations for disaster survivors. As of early June, that effort had raised over $750,000. He also agreed to manage the physical donations that quickly began rolling in, working out a plan to receive and distribute everything from water bottles to cleaning supplies to hygiene products. During one of the first operational briefings, a plan was discussed to establish a multi-agency resource center that would support survivors from all the affected jurisdictions. Mark was asked and agreed to spearhead the creation and management of this MARC. Over the 2 weeks it was in operation, he helped pull in and organize almost a dozen relief agencies who met with over 100 survivors in those 2 weeks alone. As the county and city started to shift from response to recovery, Mark provided valuable subject matter expertise, coordinated with the VOAD organizations to establish case management, and helped to get the combined long-term recovery center set up and off the ground, which, like the MARC, was structured to support all affected jurisdictions. The number of survivors impacted by these relief efforts has now grown to over 200. Mark's years of experience and willingness to support in any way needed make him a crucial emergency management partner, a very welcome sight in emergency managers' eyes when he arrives on scene, and very deserving of this year's award. I had the pleasure of working with Mark at the Andover response the day after it happened. He was always the ultimate professional and a very calming presence in the chaos of the response. Congratulations, Mark.
Thank you.
Mark, well deserved.
If I could say a word or two as well. My name is Carrie Cordles. I'm also on the board of directors for the Kansas Emergency Management Association, like Butch. I also happen to be the emergency manager for Butler County, which includes the city of Andover, so pretty much ground zero of this event. And I have to say, that morning after our tornado strike, as we're standing out there at the Dillon's parking lot and all the resources are pouring in and all the support's showing us to help us out, one of the things that was very striking was seeing Mark's face walking across that parking lot and knowing that we have that expertise arriving that's going to help us coordinate that support for our survivors. He was invaluable during the 2 weeks of that response and has been extremely valuable ever since then, as well as pretty much the driving force for our long-term recovery committee, as he's sat us down and helped us understand how that process is supposed to roll out, help us to establish what kind of assistance is available for our disaster survivors, and just kind of guided us along and made sure that we're being as efficient as possible, being as fiscally responsible as possible with the funds raised, and just pretty much being an ear and a support and an expertise to us when we really needed him. So thank you so much, Mark.
Thank you, Carrie. Well, I have to. So that's a lot for me to assume. So that's why I have this team of folks that are with us here, staff. We've had other volunteers that made that task easy for me. from that standpoint. I appreciate all their help. We wouldn't have gotten where we got. Most of them, it was their first experience with a disaster like this. And I think they're ready for more. We're not ready for it soon, anytime soon.
We're not hosting.
No, we're not. The commendable part is they're still here.
I know, exactly right. So, but it's we want to just help people, and that's what we do with United Way. And
You do it well.
I appreciate the recognition, but it's all of these folks that help make that happen. So
So thank you to all of you as well.
It's been a long road.